So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
They know no better. They know only fear and hate what they cannot understand.
Especially when a woman is involved.
It matters not now anyway.
A woman died for nothing and it matters not?
That's not what I meant. But the lassie is dead. All we can do now is try to give her her rest.
Perhaps she does not want to rest. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
This has been hard for you. For me too. Perhaps we should think of how far we've come together and take heart.
I am dead, Rory. I am dead and sooner will be gone for good.
You think I don't know this?
So act like it.
I'm not the enemy here. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea, I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You were not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
Aye. Here's hoping.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Oh, easy there.
This'll only take a moment. See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path. Can't hide now. No time to lose. Strange how I barely knew Ceridian, yet feel like I've lost someone deeply important.
Seeker! How can she find anything in this mess?
Is that really what's important right now?
She draws well. Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no Seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace and where to find her.
Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one. Shall we dance then?
Aye. Always.
I think we've hit a nerve. Call on me. It's on you. Ready and waiting. If the spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? Onwards.
One more walk through the void. They brought more friends.
Standing by.
Take that to your face. God, you're tougher than a gadfly.
Can I join in too? That one is shielded. Standing by. Blasted pest!
Die, you bastard!
I have another in sight.
Back down to hell!
I'm right here, you know.
Take that to your face!
I can help. I'm here, damn it.
Have some of this!
Off we go then.
bastard!
They never learn, do they? There's a tough one. Did we miss a few?
There's more of them.
It's on you. Watch out. We made it angry.
Your funeral! Get back up! Away with you!
Quicken yourself.
They brought more friends.
I'm right here. I can help. Almost there. I'm right here, you know. Every totem killed makes it stronger. Leave it to me. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. Dodge! I see no more pillars. You'll get it next time. Thank me later.
I feel like a bloody target practice.
Watch out. We made it angry.
Away with you.
Look to me. Careful. They mean business now.
Aided by the Banishers, Captain Pennington survived the mutiny. Now they who remain must set old sins aside and build a future, with Pennington or without. Because the captain sees no brighter horizons behind the blackened clouds of his past.
Can you feel the tension? Folk here are wound tight.
What are you doing here? I don't believe it. You're back. Why?
Good day to you too, Thickskin. How do things stand since last I saw you?
Would it please you to hear all is well and you are the author of it? Well, all is not well, and yes, you are the author of it. Kate is gone.
Where? Why?
We had an argument. Harsh words were spoken. She left for the woods. I would have you bring her back. I don't have time to go chasing after her.
What makes you think I do?
You will do me this favour. After all, the situation is at least in part your fault.
My fault? If your bond with your sister is broken, I suggest you look closer to home.
All was well with us before you came, Banisher, and now it is not. Folk worry. I must settle them with Kate's return.
They still don't know what you did, do they?
She's probably gone to the hunting lodge she likes to spend time in, near the road to Boston. Find her, bring her to her senses, then send her back here. Send her home.
Do you know anything about Kate and a certain Grace?
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Why'd you ask?
I found a letter, an old one, addressed to Grace, but mentioning Kate. It'd help to know who she is.
I can't help you, and if I could help you, I wouldn't. After all that has happened, Kate's tale is hers to tell, and hers alone.
Deborah Comenius wrote the letter.
All the more reason to direct you to me sister.
All right, then. One last question. Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
Seeker, you say? Now this I can answer. I've never heard that name in my whole life.
Well then, I'll be leaving. Will Kate even listen to me?
Let's talk to her and find out.
The map points us west.
Squire Paris's store is a strong spectral presence.
Shall we?
You monster!
Oof! Hell's balls, lady.
Oh, Mr. McGrath!
You are a monster.
Thank God! I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord.
Never did like me, Mistress Fitcher.
Please don't be childish. That's not true. I doubted you. It's not the same thing. But you slayed the beast. God was with you, and I was wrong to doubt. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can. Your ghost stories went to my head. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted, clear as day.
No, it's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them. I'll see what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
You are such a good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead. Ready and waiting.
There's more of them.
Here in the crevice, Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there? I feel a draft.
From the invisible. Shall we? Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand.
Try this on for size.
Did we miss a few? I'm right here, you know.
I hope whatever's in there is intact.
Was the bag dropped, or was it taken by force and emptied?
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician in Yorkshire.
I wonder why she left.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing. I wonder why. Love doing that. help if you need it.
I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
Kate?
Where is she? Good day to you, sir. I'm Red McGrath. I'm the Banisher.
You ass.
No dust. Oh, whoever was here took all the guns.
You'll have to make do with what you've got.
It's more serious than thick-skinned knew.
Maybe there's still time, if we make for the bridge to Boston.
Did you feel that?
It's close. The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
admit I'm enjoying the target practice.
Like you need it. A camp. Recent. Kate's, maybe.
Wolf pack. No blood, though.
She did drop her notebook.
She writes really well. There's emotion in every word. I'm jealous. Writing's good when you struggle to express your feelings.
Red McWraith, you express altogether too many feelings already.
Aye, but you like that about me. Right, let's find Kate and get her talking.
She's here.
A lumber camp long abandoned. I wonder why.
Bankruptcy, boredom, wolf attack. Who knows?
You bastard!
Sooner or later, I'll be out of here. Banisher? How did you find me?
Thickskin said I might find you here when she sent me looking.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
I found your journal, Kate. Stop lying to yourself.
How dare you?
I dare, because you care. Come on, say it. Get it out.
I'm afraid to.
It'll be all right. I promise.
I don't want to care. I don't want to care for them. I don't want to care for Thickskin.
Aye, but you do. And you can. As long as you care for yourself, first of all, so... what's it to be?
I'll go. When I'm ready, I'll return. But she will step down. Further, and you may tell her this, I do not care to keep her secret. Not no more.
All right. I'll tell her it. All of it. You packed a bag and ran. Not very grown up, is it?
I'll grant you many things, sir, but my father you are not. Why won't you leave me alone?
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
We've not spoken of the beast, you and I. What's your feeling about that day?
The beast. Terror. You? A sick fascination. In service of the dead, you chisel old sins from the hearts of the living.
To help the living, we must know who haunts them. To help the dead, we must know why.
There's no help for the dead. Those poor souls. My sister did for them. May she soon join them.
Deborah was part of the beast. She came for you.
Please, don't.
I understand. I'll not insist.
Thank you.
She's nearly ready to talk. Let her simmer just a little longer.
The beast is tied into the nightmare. I must know how.
I know nothing of this.
You fled the nightmare in New Eden Town. The same nightmare killed the woman I love. You must know something.
I am sorry for your loss. Truly. I believe what you say and I'd help you readily. But I know nothing of the nightmare. I'm a simple woman. I have failings. I lacked courage when I needed it. But that is my only crime.
Goodbye, Kate. And be careful.
Thank God you're back.
Why, Mistress Fitcher, whatever is the matter?
I was home, working. All of a sudden, the book in my hands was torn apart. What does the devil want with me?
Not the devil, but a ghost. You must know it now.
Till lately, I would never have believed such nonsense. This never would have happened in Yorkshire.
I've passed through Yorkshire. Seems nice enough. Why leave?
Why does it matter?
To understand why someone is haunted, it helps to know a little about them.
Fine. I came to treat the sick and chase the devil from New Eden Town. My cousin, Nicholas Doolin, may the Lord keep him, said the town needed doctoring. I took my chance. But when the devil came a-knocking, well, we were forced to leave.
For a rationalist, her faith in God and the devil is strong.
Why didn't you follow the governor? You and he have a similar disposition.
I do not doubt the governor's faith, but between you and me, his sermons put me to sleep. It was difficult to leave New Eden Town. But I'd left one home behind. What did it matter if I must leave another?
Did you leave family behind in England?
I left my sister there. Yes. Things between us had soured. Rather than try to fix the unfixable, I chose to start over.
Unfixable? Why?
She was to wed, and I opposed it. It was the mistake of her life. I would not lie to comfort her, and she would not forgive me for it.
That's good to know. Though I don't yet understand how it relates to your haunting. Mind if I look around? I'm aware this is your home. I've no wish to trespass.
If you must, you may. Do tread carefully,
I should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher. If you let him.
The dose makes the poison.
The answer is here somewhere. Whatever the ghost wanted, it made quite the mess.
Someone has an axe to grind.
You must break the engagement.
First, I'll thank you for your concern. Second, I shall refuse. Felicity and I shall marry.
You have the pox. You'll infect your wife, and both of you will die.
So cease your nagging and do your job. Cure me.
Quite the contentious consultation. The patient in question must be our ghost.
He had syphilis and didn't take it serious. Not a pretty way to die. This ghost is bent on ruining the doctor's business.
Maybe they didn't like their medicine.
This could be useful. Could this be the sister?
The ghost is connected to this picture. Time to summon him.
You may hide no more.
Why am I here? Oh, that was a clever trick. Now you see me, you lucky things. Can you hear me too?
Aye, we can hear you. We've not met. I've seen your likeness. In the picture, you seemed in better shape.
Well, now that's not very polite. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Geoffrey Rollins, me. Pretty as a picture. Near as pretty as you, me lady fair.
We're Banishers. Looks are not high on our list of priorities.
Banishers, are you? How very attractive. I wager you smell good. I wager you smell dangerous. I like you.
The portrait. It's very good. Whose work is it?
Evelyn's. My sister-in-law to be. Also, in all but name, my physician.
A mark of her affection, perhaps. Was she dear to you too?
Evelyn? Dear to me? No. Her sister Felicity, yes, very dear. Dear Felicity. Dear Felicity. My wife-to-be, had fate allowed it. Yes, I was intent on marrying Felicity, and would not be deterred by some midwife's trifle.
Mistress Fitcher knew you had syphilis. Is it any wonder she would oppose your marriage to her sister?
She was the doctor, milady fair. All she had to do was cure me.
What can you tell me about your illness?
Don't worry your pretty head about that, milady fair. 'Tis nothing, nothing at all.
If the pox was nothing, then what killed you?
Why, it was love. I had fevers. Sunlight would hurt my head. I had tunnel vision, milady fair, and I did not like it. Then one day, I could no longer speak. My legs refused to work, my muscles rebelled against me, and in the end, so did my mind. At the last, there was a pain, like someone reached into my chest and crushed my heart. I did not like that either.
I'm no expert, but that doesn't sound like the Great Pox to me.
The pox was nothing, old man, nothing at all. I was a fool in love.
When your symptoms worsened, did Evelyn change your treatment?
No, she upped the dose.
With what did she treat your lesions?
Salts and powders, powders and salts. And did they work? No, they did not.
Too much sulphur rots the brain, and Joffrey says he lost his mind.
No, the other symptoms don't fit.
Powdered quicksilver, perhaps. Too much affects the muscles and makes one's heart rot till death occurs.
That's it. Powdered quicksilver, mercury salts, and Mistress Fitcher increased the dose.
Poisoning, perhaps?
Wait, what?
A poisoning indeed, and not by carelessness. She is not a careless woman.
Are you telling me that Evelyn Fitcher, Mistress Fitcher, the midwife, my sister-in-law to be, poisoned me? I'm gonna kill her.
Joffrey Rawlings was obnoxious before. Now he's downright nasty.
Aye, Mistress Fitcher's in danger.
Do you think she killed him?
Yes, I do.
She swore to protect and use her knowledge to kill. For shame.
Have you found her?
Did Thickskin merit her second chance? We're about to find out.
Kate is safe. She's agreed to come back to the camp. On one condition. You must cede your post.
So that's what it'll take.
She also wants the story told. People must know the truth.
What truth?
The truth about why the second group died in the woods. That truth.
Kate can tell whatever stories she wishes. I care not what people think of me. But all the same, I'll thank you for my sister's safe return.
What's the word around camp?
Word on what?
Goodbye, thick-skin.
That woman remains a mystery to me. She worries so about her sister, yet sent scores of people to die.
Aye. 'Tis a mystery to me, too.
What would you have done to save your sister from the pox?
What? I might have told her the truth and trusted her to call off the wedding. Not sure she'd have listened, mind you. I don't think he likes us much. There's a hand.
Bad doctor!
This can't be true.
Joffrey Rawlings, stand away.
Mind your own business, milady fair.
This isn't over yet.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
I know who haunts you. Your ghost is the spirit of one Joffrey Rawlings.
Oh Lord, I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was betrothed to your sister, right? But you opposed the union.
And what of it? She chose him over me. Why would he return to haunt me now?
You didn't like him. Did you let him die?
Do I look careless to you, sir? Yes. I stole a few months of Joffrey Rawlings' life to save decades of my sister's.
You mistook yourself for God. Though you'd sworn an oath to protect life, you delivered death.
I played God, for God did nothing. To save one you loved, you do the same.
She took her life and feels no guilt.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your choices. Now it's my turn. Evelyn Fitcher, who swore to do no harm. Geoffrey Rawlings placed his trust in you. You poisoned him.
Rawlings was sick, body and soul, and would have passed his illness on. What was I to do?
You went against your sister's wishes, against your own principles.
'Twas a life for a life, a trade, the balance equal. A life for a life.
I understand. I'm about to make the same trade.
To both of us, death was a remedy. But who shall judge you, Banisher, when judgment time has come?
The mood is heavy. What happened?
What have you done with her, Islander? Drop the innocent look, son. I'm not buying. That mutinous varlet escapes her cell and you swan in here without a care in the world. You expect me to believe the two unrelated?
Is he looking for a new scapegoat? Already?
Answer the question, McGrath. Where is Ellen Priest?
Any a clue? I didn't even know she'd fled. Whatever she's doing, it's her own endeavour.
She cannot have escaped without help. Again, I smell the deep, dark stench of rebellion.
So dramatic. Should have been an actor.
All right, Captain, settle down. Walk me through what happened.
I don't know what happened, not exactly. The cell keys have vanished, a mutineer with them. Her character is one part vinegar and the other malaise. Now, who knows what bitter treason she now foments.
All due respect, Saul, this is not my circus, and Mrs. Priest is not my clown. This is not Banisher business.
That we know of.
While she remains out there, flapping loose like an undone mainsail, there can be no trust in here. Find her, McGrath, and I shall believe you. Find her, and do what must be done.
What do you know of a young woman named Grace?
I don't know where you heard that name, Banisher, but you should not say it again.
It's important, else I wouldn't ask.
Important or not, you'll have no answer.
After all I've done, I rather think you owe me it.
The Four told you, that much is true. But the debt will be settled some other way.
I read the name on a letter. It was a very interesting missive. I don't know what went on between you two, but she really hates you.
And what would you have had me do? Abandon my duty as a father? Allow her to stray from the safety of her people? Away from God? Away from me? She wished me to bend. But in this world, those who bend must inevitably break. I stood, stout and firm.
The letter told quite the tale. I'd like to hear your side of it.
I have heard tell, sir, of the contumacious Scots, and I did not hear wrong. For you are indeed relentlessly, perversely, bloody-mindedly obstinate.
The letter was clear. You're to blame for what happened to her.
She has no one to blame but herself. I tried to prevent it. She would not listen. I hurt her. That, sir, is laughable. I worked hard to make up for her mistakes, so she would not pay the price for them.
Whatever you did seems to have made things worse.
I stood firm. That, sir, is what must be done, and that, sir, is what I do. I stand firm.
Why the mystery?
A stubborn and difficult child. Always quick to disobey. Especially when the orders were mine. Never understood her antagonism or hostility. A sheer bloody-minded antipathy. She didn't get it from her mother. Now I have no daughter, and it is all the better for all concerned.
Want to tell me what happened?
If you must know it, I sent her away. I exiled her.
Why? Why would you do that?
She left me with no choice. I caught her in an act of sin. I caught her reading, studying. Witchcraft, sir. I caught her studying witchcraft. There was a book. I don't know where it came from, and damned if I could get rid of it, but she would not put it down. Not even after I forbade it.
Now, why does Lammy Haskell suddenly spring to mind? And Deborah, too.
Though Deborah was innocent, you accused her of witchcraft. Do you deny it?
Deny it? I claim it. By law, she was no witch. But neither was she innocent. She was poison, a ruiner of children. She corrupted my grace. I am a much changed man with the intervening years. Looking back, with the benefit of experience, I was entirely right and would not change a thing.
If I came to learn your daughter survived, if I knew where she was...
No, I'd have nothing to say to her. For me and all who know me, Grace Pennington is long dead. Think what you will of me, I care not. I did what was necessary, and I'd do it again. And that is all there is to say.
Lovely man, really. I believe Edith Keane has work for us. They're feeding off their own rage.
Sit down.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Hard to know what it was for.
Bloody mongrel! bastard!
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough.
Same circle as the one on the entrance. But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Oh, now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, all right. I believe you.
They're not yet over your accusations, it seems.
We need to think about the end of this speech. Banishers, you are a sight for sore eyes, and I do admit my eyes are sore.
Lamentation. Or are you the Honourable Mr. Haskell now?
Are we interrupting?
Yes, you are. But your interruption is the latest of many. Things are not going well.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognise it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive.
We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
You've not asked for advice, but I'll give it anyway. You could start with forgiveness. Seems appropriate.
That might just work. Thank you.
What's going on here, Lamentation Haskell?
Nothing's going on here. Not really. All right. Folk despair. They've lost trust in my father. They finished the meeting house, but... well, people talk and foolish people shout. In their wisdom, the flock decided that we were heretics, or worse. They took down the wards, burned our books, and then set fire to our house.
They're afraid. Can you blame them?
No, it was inevitable. If anything, I blame myself for failing to see it coming. Without the wards, the situation worsens, and folk blame my father.
Would they be wrong?
Right or wrong, spectres walk once more, and we need the services of a banisher. Or two. If you can bring people peace, I doubt they'll be grateful. But I shall.
Who ordered the books burned?
I don't know. Does it matter? It was chaos. I brought my father to safety out of their sight. When I came back the next day, it was like nothing had happened. The pyre was cooling. All my ghosts' wards were destroyed. No one said a word. Funny thing is, they did not find the books I'd already borrowed from my father's shelves. If they had, I'd now be dead.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
Hear me when I say our key is our courage. Or our patience.
More work to do.
The tension here helps no one. I wonder if ghosts still linger. Words have power. The right speech at the right moment can change the world.
I heard General Count von Starrenberg speak to his troops once. It didn't look like much, but when he spoke, soldiers listened. When all seemed lost, he filled their hearts with courage, hope, and rage against the enemy. It was quite the speech.
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't speak German.
Good at that.
I know.
I'm ready to shoot the infested roots after you bruise the heart. Fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Piss off!
I have another in sight. Don't let it crush you. Ask for help if you need it. Dodge it if you can.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
This looks like Lami's stuff, only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Slippery wee shite, aren't you?
Think you could take on a ghost?
Many buds that thing have? This isn't going well.
Ready and waiting. This might hurt. Ask for help if you need it. Get out of there! Call on me. Running away, are we?
Oh, I don't like this.
Talking all the fun. Ready and waiting. Watch out! Spectre possession!
Die, you bastard!
That spectre's looking for a body.
Have some of this. Now throw your toys somewhere else, pal.
Ready and waiting. Snap out of it! This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
You knew Deborah. Did you also know what happened to her?
I knew, but not until months after the fact. I was living alone in the woods when it happened. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Ah, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her. I dreamed of the Maya marshes. So, I went there. And I found the island.
Quite the thing. Meet your dream in person.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away. But we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
the time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
And with that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.